Be me, 8 years old, visiting family in Sri Lanka. We're driving to Colombo in the dead of night, have to travel through a forest to get there. Suddenly, my uncle stops the car and turns off the lights. My dad asks him what's up and he whispers something back in Tamil. Dad's face freezes. I vividly remember his eyes widen in terror. I ask what's up. I'm told that it's a bull elephant in Munster and that driving past it might drive it to attack. I could tell that this was a lie. My dad is a dreadful liar. That and it was pitch black. How could they tell it was in Munster? The two men debate about what to do for a few minutes. I was born in the West, so I can't speak Tamil. I can only tell that both my father and my uncle were getting increasingly frantic. Uncle finally panics and slams the pedal. We set off at a breakneck pace. My dad tries to pull me away from the window, but I was too keen on seeing the elephant. I look to the rear and I see something that appears to be running behind us. It's nowhere near the size of an elephant. It looked like it ran somewhat like a man. I couldn't see clearly at all, but if I didn't know better, I'd have thought it was a bearded man in a strange flowing coat. Hear a strange grating sound, but it's almost drowned out by the sound of the engine. I tell my dad that there was a man there and that he must have been running away from the elephant. Dad doesn't even answer. He hurriedly says something to my uncle, and my uncle responds with what I know to be the Tamil equivalent of "oh my god." Spend the next few days at the temple where my uncle makes sure that various pujas are performed for my safety and prosperity. My dad denies it whenever I bring it up, but I know what I saw that day. It's haunted me ever since. Be living in a house with some other dudes. Basically nowhere. Outside of the city is just trees. Particularly harsh winter. This night isn't so bad. Power goes out. Are you afraid of the dark? Nickelodeon. Look outside of my enclosed porch to see if I'm the only one. The whole area is out. I forgot to mention that I'm a bit of a photography friend. That comes into play here. Well, there is nothing to do around here. Think to myself that I have never seen such a mass power outage like this before. This might be a cool time to do a little bit of photography. Step outdoor, feeling more anxious than usual. Just calm down, dude, don't let this get the best of you. Continue on and take some cool photographs of car light trails. Also make light penis, lol. Can't shake the feeling that something has been following me. Get really nervous. It's too windy to listen around me. Let's call it a night. Head back to house. Just one more picture.exf. Take a pic of the house I live in. Feeling really on edge, almost panicky. What the fuck is going on? I never let myself get this bad. Really feel like I'm not the only one out here. Inside, taking off boots and snow gear next to door. All of a sudden, something slams into the door. I shit myself right there, lock the door, and get back to my room. Lock myself in there, calm down enough to sleep. The next day, I go through my pics. Light penis. Get to the pic of my house. Shit, this picture is fucking creepy as hell. Can't believe my house looks like such a nightmare. Wait a second. Shadow doesn't look right. Look closer. Fucking got goosebumps writing this shit. Sorry for the length. What the fuck is that? See what looks like a guy with a pig head, staring right the fuck at me. I lose it. Ever since then, I've been hearing banging around my house like a couple of times a week at night. Whatever the fuck that thing is, it wants in. I'm losing sleep over this. Pic related. It's the picture that I took. My 18th birthday party. October. Live out in the country in Tennessee. Dark as all kinds of fuck. Perfect chilly weather. Around 25 people all gathered at my house. We're playing manhunt. One guy runs off into the woods. Everyone else waits an hour and then hunts him with paintball guns. Plan on multiple rounds throughout the night. Couple rounds go by, no big deal. My 10-year-old brother draws short straw. Almost didn't let him go hide, but he begged. What could happen? We tried to find him for 6 hours. Eventually find him terrified in a hunter perch thing in a tree. Friend who found him said he kicked him in the face and almost knocked him off the tree at first. I ask him why. He tells me that he heard me trying to find him below the perch hours earlier. He peeks out. It isn't fucking me. It isn't a fucking person. It stayed below the tree calling his name for a few hours. Ran off when it heard us coming to actually find him. Not my story, something a Native American guy posted a while ago, but it's some of the creepiest shit I've ever read. My dad picks me up from school in his pickup truck after he got off work one winter's night. We were driving on a long stretch of road that goes through the woods. It's pitch black outside. The truck radio didn't work, so I was just sitting staring straight out at the road getting hypnotized by the passing trees. Suddenly started to get an intense sensation that something is watching me through the window to my right. I started to turn my head to see what it was when my dad yells, "Don't look!" Immediately start to hear tapping on the window right next to my face. My heart stops. Only time I ever saw fear on my dad's face. He started to pray loudly in Navajo. Stare straight ahead, heart pounding, not daring to look out the window. Suddenly, the truck dips as a weight falls into the bed. Whatever the fuck this thing is in the back right behind my head. Start to hear tapping on the window behind me. My father makes me look at him as he continues to pray. Close my eyes tight and wish for it to be over. After a few endless minutes, the truck dips again and the tapping stops. My father says, "Tomorrow we will ask your grandfather to say a prayer so the evil will forget our faces." English to Navajo equivalent. Drive home and lie awake in bed all night. Father and I never talk about it again. Doing a K Summer in a Woods challenge. Stalker challenge. Gotta chill in the woods with vodka and a harmonica/guitar for 48 hours within like 50 feet of a broken down building. Go out into the woods, brought SKS and Glock with me. Spent first half of first day exploring, find a nice abandoned concrete structure of sorts. Set up camp nearby it, make a fire. Got some small game on the way in mudsling, start skinning that bitch. Damn tasty. Hear some rustling and I'm sure as hell it isn't my jimmies because this rabbit is damn good. Put hand on rifle, scan the forest in front of me and behind me. Solid 5 minutes pass, put guard down and go back to jamming on harmonica. Next day, wake up to screaming. Eyes shoot open, grab SKS. Silence. Absolute fucking silence. Storm clouds are gathering. Blowout soon, stalker.jpg. Starts dripping. Decide to head in the direction I heard the scream. Spend at least an hour searching. Got lost as fuck. Eventually find my way back to camp, pretty tired. It's raining like crazy. See a guy just standing over my fire, looking at the smoldering ashes. I get a bit shaken. Hey man. His head fucking snaps up to look at me. Raise my gun, freak out. He doesn't even flinch at all. In fact, looks really curious. You lost, man? He doesn't respond. He smiles. Do you need some help? His clothes looked a bit tattered, but there was no wounds on him or anything. It was really strange. He looks like he just got run over by a fucking truck without the truck part. Mexican standoff.jpg. 30-ish seconds later. You're kind of worrying me, bro. Are you okay? He finally speaks. I wouldn't worry about it. Fucking nope.jpg. I can go for another meal right now, though. Another. I didn't leave my food by the fireplace. Suddenly all of my K experience starts rushing back. Fucking nope out of there so hard. Don't even try to be subtle. Just turn and run. Can hear him running after me. Turned and start shooting blindly. Hear a scream. It sounds exactly like the scream I heard before. Exact same pitch, exact same tone, everything. Finally reach a road. Tumble down a hill onto it. Run across it and turn around, gun limp at my side. See a figure by some trees up there. Heavy fucking breathing. Lights of a car coming. It looks at it and then runs away back into the woods. My fucking face win. Fuck this goddamn shitty ass state, god fucking damn it. Hello everyone, I just want to say thank you for listening. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed this story, and subscribe to hear more in the future. Click the bell icon in order to be alerted when I have more stories to tell, and until then, don't take a picture of the pig man.